Alright, hello everyone. I think this is the most on time I've been to one of my streams in quite a long time. Welcome everybody. Looks like we've got 7 of you hanging out in the chat thus far. I just had a coughing fit, so still trying to get over that. Get my voice back to normal. Took a cough suppressant pill. Waiting for that to kick in. Yeah, the last 30 minutes I just decided to start dying. Night Raid IP is following over on Twitch. Welcome. Feel free to drop some comments in the chat section there. Welcome, Sharklord, Wookie, Whis. A few chatters hanging out in the stream. Looks like we've got a few more than just the YouTube folks. Welcome, guys. We are resuming shiny hunting. Some more Jirachi, of course. Locking it in at 19,873 subscribers over on YouTube. We'll see how many subscribers we can get during the course of this stream. Again, like goal is set at 20 for the stream starting off. So if you're over on YouTube, smash that like button. Press and hold on the screen. Window will pop up where you can press like. Also in the upper right hand corner, 3 dots. Slam that like button. Help the stream to do better. Really does go a long way getting a wave of likes early on in the stream. Huge, huge, widely helpful. It's LP. Night Raid LP. I apologize. Looks like a capital I. Pokemon Sleep is your everything, huh? Best of luck. I had a little fun with Whis is here, is now following over on Twitch. Doing a little bit of dual streaming there, Whis. Epic. Yeah, I played Pokemon Sleep for a little bit right off, but it dwindled pretty quickly. Like, my interest in it, my inability to have a set sleep schedule, non-existent. Not the game for me. I am looking forward to the card game that they're going to be putting out here pretty quick. Also, we can adjust the sound and the volume of my melodious voice. 1000 IQ move, definitely. It piqued your interest when you looked up if you could get shinies in it. I'm interested in getting shinies in it when they announce home compatibility for it, so we can send Pokemon that we catch there to our home account. That's when I'll start caring about Pokemon Sleep a little bit more. And so help me, missed opportunity if we don't have the option to get a shiny Jirachi in Pokemon Sleep, since it is the Wishmaker Pokemon and it sleeps for 1,000 years on end. You love Sleep because it's easy to get shinies? I mean, well, yeah, you just go to sleep. You're hunting also on your US copy of Coliseum. Night Raid, what are you hunting? feel like I done messed up. You use it every night and you have 9 shinies. Okay. I mean, as long as it's working for you, that's what matters, right? I mean, I imagine that you're shiny hunting. Ah, Shadow Entei. Very nice choice. I was going to say, like, the options are 1 out of 80 that I'm going to guess correctly. Like, 1 out of, like, 83 or something. Shiny Shadow Entei. Very nice. And best of luck on that one. I hear Pokemon Coliseum is a real pain to shiny hunt on. Especially if you're anything like my run through of Pokemon Coliseum, where I had a very hard time catching Entei to begin with, let alone catching it repetitively and hoping for it to be shiny. Probably gonna wait until the anniversary though. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it is very similar to Pokemon Go and how it starts off. It is good to know that Twitch is showing some interest in the Jirachi shiny hunt, though. Also, after I put Baby Coin to bed and in between the time that I stopped streaming and now, I did an hour worth of shiny hunting on this Jirachi. I wanted to see if I focused and really put my mind to it, how many shiny, or not shinies, how many encounters I could get in an hour. It seems I max out at an hour or at a minute and 15 seconds per encounter, usually a minute 30, and I can get like 40 encounters in an hour. That's the best we can do. Retro Render, yes. I am doing the Wish Maker Jirachi shiny hunt. I wish I wasn't, but here I am. I'm already really mad because it came out just after my birthday and you get a guaranteed shiny on your birthday. That's what's up. Yeah, my birthday's long since passed as well. Yeah, I agree, Wookie. It is kind of weird to record yourself while you're sleeping. Godspeed to you on that one. Yeah, it is literally insane. Best case scenario, a minute 30 seconds per reset. Worst case scenario, 10 minutes per reset. And yeah, it just takes for freaking ever. It takes a lot of focus because if you miss one single step, you're at a 7 minute to 10 minute encounter. The most technical shiny hunt I'm aware of. See, I almost screwed up. I almost saved when I wasn't supposed to. Also have to control 2 devices at one time, plus read and monitor chats. It's quite a lot to focus on. You don't know why, but you can't even play Pokemon Sleep? That's unfortunate. It just doesn't open the app or something like that. Oh, wow. You need to lock in because you're doing a math test. Good luck on your math test. What's the subject matter there, Wookie? Also, welcome into the stream, everybody. Welcome, glad to have you here. Feel free to chat it up in the chat if you'd like to. If you're more of a lurker, that's okay too. But we do like to get to know everybody who's stopping in, watching as they scroll through their YouTube Shorts feed. Get a little bit of traction here. Get a lot of you guys chatting, get to know you. If you love shiny Jirachi and love Jirachi, this is this place for you. This is the community for you. We're going to be doing this for probably the next 200 stream hours. So, quite a long time. We do have a early like goal of 20 likes for the stream. If you guys could slap that like button, would be greatly appreciated. Up in the upper right hand corner, right there, 3 dots. Press those. Smash the like button in the middle of the screen after that. Would be greatly appreciated. Ratios mostly. Okay. You do online schools so you can do it whenever you want. Very nice. Ratios. I like ratios. Ratios are good. Ratios is all about shiny hunting. The online schools, not the ratios. Serious nature. It's easy, but it's hard to concentrate when you're watching stuff. I can understand that being difficult. Multitasking and all that. Pretty much all I do all day is multitasking, but that's like self-inflicted. At my job, I'm usually playing a game while answering phone calls and telling people all about their banking and all that. Because I'm in the back office, I can derp around on my phone or play a game, shiny hunt on the Switch, all that fun stuff while I'm working. Oh, apparently my game was not ready to give me a Jirachi. What's up with that? Oh, I missed it by seconds. Missed it by seconds. When you do projects at home, you always get distracted. I believe it. Easy to do, easy to do. Impish. Not what we want. You're a huge procrastinator. I was a huge procrastinator in school as well. Not even gonna lie. I was the person that wouldn't start an English assignment until 3 in the morning, the night before it's due, and then just bust out an entire freaking essay that night. Same. Great minds, great minds. I required the fear of the ever-looming due date to get my English assignments done. Ironically enough, I never once got below a B+ on my essays. Juan Herrera, welcome to the chat. You're confused at what I'm doing. Well, we will do some enlightenment here. So right now, we'll start fresh, okay? So this is going to be the equivalent of a new save that I just loaded up, okay? So save file is corrupt. Oh, well, this is going to be a new save. Okay, I have to do this from the ground up. So, Juan, we will start from the very beginning. First step for this Jirachi shiny hunt. I have to start a new game and advance in the game until I get the Pokedex, and then save. So, we'll do that. It's going to take me about 6 minutes if I really focus to get to that point. So bear with me. We will explain for the next 10 minutes along the way. It's easier to explain step by step, especially seems how I have to do the long method. The general gist is I can only get one Jirachi per save file and check to see if it's shiny. And then you have to reset. So normally it takes about 7 minutes to 10 minutes per reset to check if it's shiny. But we're doing some shenanigans to cut that down to about 1:30. And this last reset, or this last ground up version I did, I was able to do in 6 minutes. So let's hope for a 6-minute reshape or reset. Yeah, the Jirachi is from the Coliseum bonus disc. So right now what I'm doing is I am playing on my GameCube. So this is how I'm getting the game into the computer to stream. I have my GameCube here, the Game Boy Advance player option here, and Pokemon Sapphire down in there. GBA cable to GameCube running to my Wii, which is playing a GameCube disc, which is the Jirachi bonus disc. So my Wii is my GameCube is my Game Boy Advance, and we are doing some Jirachi shiny hunting. Bonus disc sending over a copy of the Jirachi per save file. It's pretty sweet. Whis always confuses themselves. Doing math also happens in music class. Oh my gosh. I could not read sheet music for my first 23 years of my existence. Yeah, it's a good little setup. It works. I wish I could dual hunt, but this one takes so much focus, I don't think I could realistically handle 4 controllers at once doing this. I would easily make a mistake, I feel. Yeah, it's a fun little hunt. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. And it does appear that our view count has dwindled. Probably due to the amount of views that came through without likes on the stream. So you guys are still hanging out. There's 14, so it says. You can smash the like button on the stream, increase its reach, get a bigger audience. It would be greatly appreciated, as we have a goal for 20 likes. You can read music. You took band 1 year thinking it would be an easy class. So I took choir my 5th grade year because we had to take either band, orchestra, or choir. And then my 6th and 7th grade year, I got a hold of a trumpet, so I switched into band. For my entire first year in 2 trimesters, my teacher had no idea I couldn't read sheet music. He pulled me in with a parent-teacher conference to try to catch me lying and try to catch my mom lying for me on my behalf. She's like, hey, is he actually practicing at home? And she's like, well, yeah, he's practicing 2 hours every day at home. I was like, he's only supposed to practice an hour, but he's doubling the time? You're sure about that? And she's like, well, yeah, he's practicing 2 hours trying to get better. And it's like, so why do you think he's not getting better? He's asking my mom. She's like, I don't know. You're the teacher. Why isn't he getting better? I was like, well, I don't know. He's been first trumpet, second seat the entire, last year and a half, but he's just not progressing. I feel like if he's practicing that much, he should be progressing. Finally, he turned and asked me, yeah, why can't you take first seat? I'm like, well, I can only do as good as the guy to my left because I can't read sheet music. I'm just copying everything that he does and memorizing it. I memorized finger positioning for the trumpet, not the notes. Just fingering position over and over and over again. Couldn't read the sheet music. Had no idea what notes I was playing. I was just copying the finger movement as they did it. He was pretty floored. I did eventually learn how to read sheet music, though. The one and true villager is thinking about being a storyboard maker soon. Are you talking about kind of similar to like Jaden Animations, or what do you mean by storyboard maker? Have I gotten a detention? Yeah, I got quite a few detentions back in the day. It was great. They gave me my homework all at the beginning of the day and said, sit down, shut up, do your homework. You're here for the whole day. And I loved it. Everybody left me alone. I did my homework. Went home with no homework to worry about for a week straight. I was stuck in a solitary confinement room, like by myself, 3 feet by 2 feet. Just door, desk, wall, that's it. And it was pretty glorious because first hour, homework's done. Next 7 hours, playing my Game Boy, since nobody came to check on me. Played Pokemon the entire time. And it was punishment. It was so great. It always pisses off your administration when you get out of a detention and be like, hey, can I get that again? Because that was so efficient. Yeah, sometimes it's just easier to be social while online. A little bit of a letting guard down can be more of your true self. It makes sense. No preconceived notions that people have to be concerned with. Yeah. Getting detention was kind of okay in my household. But if you got out of school suspension, you were doing literally the most manual, menial tasks ever, like shoveling crap out of a mucking stalls, as they call it. Something that didn't exactly need to be done, but also something that you really don't want to have to do either. So you were good for the most part as long as you didn't get kicked out of school. It did help in my favor that I never once got sent to detention for disrupting class. It was always for finishing a fight. My parents also had a very strong rule of you will never throw the first punch. But if you get in a fight, you better finish it. That was what I was raised with. You don't throw the first punch, and you finish it. There will not be a second fight. And there never was. Once I got in a fight at school with one person, I never got in a fight with that person again. Granted, my brother had 5 years on me growing up, so I was used to fighting with him and surviving, so pretty much anybody my own grade that I was possibly fighting with didn't really stand a chance unless they were really a lot bigger than me. Even then, I was used to throwing my brother around and practicing that way. He beat up on me a lot, but it did come in handy, so I never lost. Now I'd probably lose. I've gotten old and fat. When you went to IRL school, you got 2 detentions. The first one, you had to write a sorry letter to a girl that you said had a mustache and a unibrow. Oh my gosh. They gave you detention for that? Oh my gosh. Your second detention, you and your friend were goofing off while a teacher's dad was subbing. And we had to scrub clean the entire hallway. Oh, walls after school. That's brutal. Star Killer got kicked out of school pretty quick. Alternative school is where it's at. My brother went to the alternative high school. He enjoyed it. He got to have shorter class blocks, get them finished a lot faster. Overall, it was a good fit for him. He did end up transferring all of his credits to our main high school so that he graduated at the main high school with a diploma instead of a GED. But I took some classes at the alternative high school as well, just to get credits faster. And then I got screwed over my senior year. Going into my senior year, out of 15 credits, I needed 3. And because of the way they changed the school rules on me my senior year, they forced me to take all 15 credits, and I didn't need 12 of them. Because they wanted their funding. You always imagine you fighting people. Well, just as long as you imagine you're winning. He was young. You were too young to remember, but when you were 4, supposedly you touched a girl's and had the cops in school, had cops in my home, etc. All because they thought a 4-year-old... Huh? Your mom sued. Dang. That's wildin'. Kinda extreme with the cops being involved. That's a name wrecker right there. If could do it all over again, you would have paid attention better because you ended up in the military as a grunt because your ASVAB score was so low. You didn't qualify for much. I hear ya. I intentionally failed my ASVAB. Hey, thanks, Juan. Glad it's entertaining. Glad we're vibing. Like to have good, chill streams, just chatting about life and anime and Pokemon and all things entertainment. So we had a lot of like National Guard and military recruitment at my school. Like it was very, very popular, and I didn't want people contacting me for recruitment opportunities for the military. I intentionally did poorly on my ASVAB. Whis, when is the next stream? That is a great question. That entirely depends on when Baby Coin takes his next nap. I would assume around 1 p.m. tomorrow. But, depending on if I can get a babysitter tomorrow, I may also elect to stream from 3 to 7. So, we will find out tomorrow. Junior asks, do I watch anything while I hunt? While I'm streaming, no. But if I'm just randomly hunting for the sake of hunting, I will often watch like My Hero Academia, Sword Art Online, Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho, whatever anime I'm currently watching, really. Black Clover, Dr. Stone, The Office. I watched the entirety of The Office while shiny hunting before. Yeah, breaking a leg isn't exactly necessary. It's like, unfortunately, I myself couldn't get drafted. I have too much asthma and allergies. Knowing my luck, they would send me somewhere and I wouldn't be able to see to shoot. My eyes have a tendency to swell, and the white can sometimes overtake my iris, so like I physically cannot see. It's a great time. Ha ha ha! Star Killer! That is an awesome anime. Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon? Season 5 was announced, but we don't know when they're going to start production on it, if I remember correctly. Who knows? It's been like half a month since I finished binge watching it, so they may have settled a date finally, but last I knew, Season 5 was announced, but no date for production was set. And I'm eagerly awaiting its continuation. You're asking because you need to go. Today was a long day. Well, you have a great day. Great night, Whis. I would say not before 1 p.m. MST tomorrow on the shiny hunting for me. But I will likely be shiny hunting at 3. The Office is a great show. Highly recommend The Office. And like, I work in the back office in a bank. I cannot begin to describe to you how accurate The Office actually is. Like, they did a phenomenal job at capturing all of the different kinds of workers that there are in The Office. It's amazing. If you have daily medication for psych meds, that usually is a pass from being drafted. You love this anime. It is the craziest name ever. It is a very long name, a very funny name. Don Machi is its Japanese name, and it's just great. Also, another great anime, Ultimate Hitman Reborn. Also referred to as Reborn. That one is such a long anime, but I catch myself watching it like once every 3 to 4 years, and it's about time that that's picking back up. It's a trip, gonna be honest. Like, it's about mafia related stuff, but like in a childish kind of way. The general rundown of it is this kid inherits the legacy of a 10-generation mafia family. He doesn't want it, but, you know, they just keep gravitating to him. He just is that star personality that everybody wants to be around. He's the 10th inheritor of this mafia family. The first person, like, saw through to the future to this point where this kid would be taken over, and did everything they could to set it up along the way. And then, you know, there's some time travel involved in it, but basically these babies that are ultimate hitmen get sent back in time to train the next generation of mafia family. It sounds kind of stupid, but the way the story unfolds is actually pretty well written. These questions are requiring more brain cells. We'll rub 2 of them together. Hopefully they'll make more. It's called Ultimate Hitman Reborn. It may also just be listed as Reborn. But you'll know it when you see a little chibi-looking baby in a mafia hat and a black suit. Back to none. Anime Tokyo Vice is really good too. I have not seen Tokyo Vice. Might have to check that one out. Oh, what is going on with this thing? I feel I missed it by a few seconds. That's what's wrong with it. You're on the last season of that anime. Well, it is going to be continued. I just don't know when. Wookie. The answers are as follows: B, D, C, D, A, C, B. You watch Sword Art Online like every month? That's got to be your favorite anime. It is so good. It hits the feels. It's got a good progression. Right now, I'm in the Alicization arc. I actually haven't seen and finished all of that show. its number answer. Well, that's unfortunate. I keep forgetting which one it is, but like rumor has it that Sword Art Online is the precursor to either Code Geass or Dot Hack. I feel like it's Dot Hack though. I'm gonna check this one again just because like I would rather double check it than miss the shiny. Oh, no worries, Shark Lord. Well, I've officially gotten 100 encounters in today, so that's cool. I have not watched any solo leveling, but it is on my Crunchyroll feed as an advertisement like all the time. I am avidly awaiting the last season of My Hero Academia. You meant Jujutsu Kaisen? That one is also on my recommended feed. Have not seen any of it either. Tried watching My Hero Academia, but you got bored. I can understand why it could be boring. However, its level of humor just meshed so well with mine. And yes, I have played Scarlet and Violet, both, beaten them into the dirt and back. Like, I honestly don't even have any idea at how long my playtime total is on those two games. Due to being able to play it at work, I assure you it's over 900 per game, though. Oh, oops. Oh, now we're picking up some views. Welcome into the chat, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We do some shiny hunting here. We do a lot of Jirachi shiny hunting. Not a lot of Jirachi finding, but we do some hunting. If you love Jirachi, you're going to see a lot of it here on the channel. I suspect this hunt will take me 200 more hours, at least, to find. And that's just to get full odds. Like, it will take 200 hours to get to full odds from this point forward. 40 encounters per hour. It's going to take about 200 hours. Feel like I saved twice, but I'm not quite sure. This is one of the more technical hunts there is out there to do. One mistake is the difference between having a minute 30 encounter or a 7 to 10-minute encounter. A lot of room for things to go wrong. So that's why it takes so long to get up there. Currently at 71 hours hunting here in the next 10 minutes. We'll hit 71 hours. That's why to hit full odds, I project another 200 hours. The math doesn't quite math out to that, but I assure you 200 hours should be enough as long as we can keep up the minute 30 encounter train. But yeah, if you do enjoy Jirachi as a mythical Pokemon, slap that like button and subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be doing a lot of that here. Juan, you only got 92 hours on Scarlet. It'll come. It comes for everyone. Get those game hours in. Yeah, I have the luxury of being back office at a bank, so I answer phones all day and answer bank questions. Nobody has any idea what I'm actually doing behind the phone, behind the computer. As long as I answer phone calls in a timely manner and get my call volume, my boss doesn't care what the heck I'm doing, which is super convenient. I can play my game all day if I want to, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So lots of time to shiny hunt on Scarlet and Violet. Lots of time. Oop, I think I froze. Yep. Had a transmission error. Wookie, because I like you, I'm not going to give a smart aleck answer. Whis is here, has joined the coin collection. That means that Whis has subscribed with Prime. Thank you, Whis. Thank you for being super awesome and sending that sweet, sweet 250 my way. Yes, the answer to your question, Wookie, is Streamlabs. You go into your video settings and you set your video and your output to 1080 by 1920 instead of 1920 by 1080. And then it is a vertical stream instantly. But my stream is vertical, obviously, and I'm streaming on a PC, so that was going to be my smart aleck answer, but have to answer honestly because I like you. Your server, so you're constantly running around, so Pokemon Go is the preferred method for shiny hunting. I believe it. Yeah. That'll have some time add up really fast for you. Constantly walking around. I already checked that one. I obviously forgot to reset my game. Oh. Juan, you probably already saw it by now. But by the time I got to Professor Birch, I kind of forgot about the last half of my explanation. Alright, so I corrupted my save file, so that basically means I'm starting off in front of Professor Birch. So I have to save once. This is going to advance my frame for the shiny seed. And now I'm saving again to make that advancement the backup frame. This save that I just did advances the shiny seed again, and is what the Jirachi bonus disc is going to use to calculate whether the Jirachi is going to be shiny or not. So, because I did that, I can now get a Nether Jirachi on the same save file. Because it's technically a different save file. So, we have save file A, save file B. Jirachi bonus disc only writes to save file B. So when I go and clear the save data and then reset halfway through the clearing, it deletes save file B and leaves save file A alone. So I reload save file A, save to create a new backup, and then save to create a frame advancement, all that fun stuff. It's actually really cool. You think you only need 50 subs to do it, which you already have, and you think you need 1,000 subs to get money from YouTube. That is correct. Tetsuro Rios, welcome. Thanks for subbing. Wissus here says lil goodbye. I assume that was meant to be lol goodbye. Is there something on that Eevee's head that is next to Chimchar? Yes, there is. My Eevee is wearing Pokeball pajamas. I feel like I just checked this one. Yes, I did. Is it possible to shiny hunt who on Pokemon Go? Meltan? Not presently. Apparently we can only find shiny Meltan during specific event times, which there has not been an event yet for 2024. Allegedly, end of April, beginning of May has historically been the date range for the event in the years past. No guarantee that there will be one this year, but last year and the year before that there was one, so it's assumed that we'll get Meltan huntable this year, but who knows? That's one that I do need to hunt myself as well. How much likes do I have right now? That is a great question. Mine too says 8. We're halfway to 20 almost. Also, I forgot to reset again. We lit again, 30 plus on stream. Yes, indeed. It says 27 now, but it probably was 30 at the point of that comment. Shark Lord, you have a great night. Go to sleep. EST is personally attacking you right now. I believe it. To those that are watching, those that are lurking, welcome in. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Drop us some comments. Let us know what you're thinking. We're happy to have you here as a part of the community and get to know you. Talk about all things shiny hunting, all things Jirachi, and quite a few things about anime. And if everybody viewing did happen to hit that like button, which is located behind these 3 dots in the upper right hand corner of your screen, we would definitely exceed the like goal. The stream would do better, YouTube would recommend it to more people, the stream would do even better, and we'll all have a great time. So smash that like button. You can also press and hold right there in the middle of your screen, and the same menu will pop up, and then the like button will be down like right there, a little bit lower. It'll be a great time. Good night, Shark Lord. You have a good one. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we won't. Ooh, I need to update hours. We have officially been streaming for an hour. We are now hour counter 71. Boom, done. That's what's up. In other news, this stream has gotten 349 views, 143 chat messages. I haven't quite figured out where to find the live likes. Got a peak of 34, concurrent average of 16, reach, engagement, see more. Does not tell me how many likes easily. I gotta figure out where to find that information, because like I feel like it's absurd that it doesn't show you more accurately the amount of likes. It's either hi or bye, stop monkey. Yes, Juan, I am still doing it. It is an active video. Feel free to grab yourself some Genesect and shiny Genesect. Yeah, it doesn't tell me how many likes are on my analytics page for some reason. It would be really nice if it did. I have no idea, Wookie. No monkey business? Oh. Ha ha. I got it. That's actually really good. Never would have guessed. Trevor, yes, I have. In fact, my last shiny hunt video, that's a full-length video, was Shiny Mew. I RNG manipulated. I RNG manipulated all of the shiny huntable Pokemon on Emerald. It was actually really cool. Loved it. So, Deoxys, I did Mew specifically on a Japanese copy of Emerald. Everything else I did on English. Gave myself all of the event items so it was as legit as possible. I did 100% legit shiny hunts, but I got them through like inserting the items into my game's coding. So as far as the game's concerned, everything's legit, but I know that I hacked the events into the game. But the Pokemon are 100% legit, obtained on original factory hardware, and I'm here for it. I love it. RNG manipulating Emerald was so fun. Would definitely do it again. Wait, well, what am I doing? Oh, I think I took too long. Gosh, dang it. I should have a bot shiny hunt Jirachi for me. I don't think that's actually possible. Unikitty, I hope I get it as well real soon. I kind of have a vibe about 1200 encounters. I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen. Excuse me while I go get a soda. Wookie, I think you're right. The name Unikitty is definitely familiar to me. I do remember that there has been one in the chat before. Whether they are one and the same, could not tell you. But the name is definitely ringing some bells, for sure. Also, Dr. Pepper, for their limited edition summer flavor, has decided to put my favorite thing together. This is like what I go to the soda shops and grab. Have a gut feeling I will get it on a Thursday if I'm hunting then. Very well possible. Also unfortunate because typically I don't do hunts on Thursdays, but I have done them before. My stream schedule doesn't say that I hunt on Thursdays, but sometimes I just go ahead and do it. Mr. Twirtles, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the stream. My day has been pretty fabulous. How about yours? Ichika Princess, Penny's theme is pretty freaking good. We kind of have a remix going of like 40 Glitch City songs. Fantastic artist. All the music being played for the stream is from Glitch City. Really great artist, great person. Love it. Somebody has to go help. Good, just hanging out with your little kitty, and I'm glad your day is going good. Thank you. Mr. Turtles, you're hanging out with your little kitty. Is this an actual cat, or is there some relation to Unikitty a few chats up? Because that would also be pretty funny and cool. Penny is the best of the Paldean buddies. You know what, Unikitty? You are absolutely on point about that one. I did not really like Nimona. Arven. I liked Arven, but to me, Penny was a lot more relatable in some ways. Also, the fact that she uses like an army of Eevee evolutions just makes her that much better. And then the backstory that she's Peony's kid also makes it fabulous. SV are an amazing games. View the best written story of main games. Ichika Princess, have you played Pokemon Black? I do have to ask. One more sub? We need like all the subs, Wookie, all of them. Specifically 121 to hit 20k. We're super close. Honestly, depending on how many people are here, are subbed or not, there's 31 viewers. If everybody did sub that is here, I feel like we would hit 19.9k this stream. It could happen. But I do suspect that there's at least 12 of you guys that are subscribed that are watching here. You played all? Black and White or Peak 2? Because I do like Scarlet and Violet's story. I like how it's a bunch of different stories coming together into one giant story. I thought that was really cool. There are some plot holes that are left to be desired. I don't like the bootstrap paradox we find ourselves in. I hate anything that has to do with a bootstrap paradox. They irk me, they annoy me, they drive me insane. There's no business having a game have a bootstrap paradox. That to me shows lazy writing. Because, oh, it doesn't matter, it's a bootstrap paradox, it just fixes itself and breaks itself over and over again. It makes no sense. Apple chip. Welcome to the chat, Apple Chip. You're also currently playing Minecraft with the boys. Man, Minecraft with the boys sounds like it would be really, really fun. It's been so long since I've just like sat down, derped on nothing but Minecraft. It'd be great. Your son is watching and he's 4 for crying out loud. My son can probably hear me, and he's like 18 months. It's more like 17, but, you know, pretty close. It's chaos. So, funny story. And it may not be as much of a flex as I think it is at this particular moment in time, but I was actually one of the beta testers for Minecraft back in the day. Although, granted, maybe it's more like alpha testers. Maybe that's what it was, alpha testing. But me and my family got into Minecraft so early, Redstone didn't even have a purpose yet. We got in on Minecraft when Notch was still making the game in his basement / garage, and he was selling the product for $5 a piece. Yeah, it was 2009 to 2010, somewhere in that vicinity. I was like in 10th or 11th grade. It was like the summer of 10th grade going into 11, I think. Smoker, yeah, we are streaming to both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. Ironically enough, due to Whis having an Amazon Prime subscription and subscribing to my channel with that Amazon Prime sub, Twitch has officially made more money on today's stream than YouTube will probably make on the stream. I didn't ever talk directly to Notch. No, unfortunately not. There it is, 19,880 subscribers. Gone up a total of 7 subs throughout the duration of the stream, and we've been at it about an hour and 20 minutes. Doing pretty good. Now we just need the last 120 before moving on over to 20K. And as always, when we have a small moment of celebration, there's always that one person that like unsubscribes right as we celebrate. No worries though, it do be the waves of the ocean. It goes up and down, left and right, sideways, backwards, diagonally, but ever on the incline over time. That's all we can ask for. How are you tonight, Smoker? I don't know, Sterling Moment. JDM Lewis 21 just subscribed, making that 19,880 once again. Wookiees having brain rot syndrome right now. You're currently finishing up your AFK fishing farm. It's looking really good right now. Oh, right on. For how early I started playing Minecraft, the idea of building a automatic farm was so foreign to me, but I did finally get it. We didn't get a lot done when I was playing because my brother had an obsession with trying to generate monster spawners and well, monster farms to hunt for ingredients for TNT. So like he was trying to get a bunch of gunpowder to spawn. So we were constantly just terraforming giant squares out of Minecraft to build those. Starkiller, it's a great game. It's like Legos but on the computer. Montgomery, welcome. It is going well. How are you this evening / morning, night? Because I kind of forgot that it's like officially 1:16 my time. Doing good, yeah, that's all we can ask. Glad to hear it. Just got home from work. That's where it's at. Getting home, doing that wind down for the evening. Wookie Spooky used to be in realms where you would go to war and your friend spent a whole day filling up multiple double chests with potions like invis, speed, strength, harming. Wow. Enchanting is something I don't have a lot of experience with. I haven't really seriously played Minecraft in about like 6 years. It's been a hot minute. They have come up with so much stuff over the last few years. I wish I could host my own server, but I have an issue paying for a server hosting service. But like, if I'm ever able to upgrade my computer to a new computer, I'm pretty sure I could use my current computer to handle a server of at least 50 people. Like, I don't know exactly what it takes to run a server, but based on the equipment they say they give you for your rent each month, I'm pretty sure my computer, if just hosting Minecraft, could host 50 to 100 players pretty realistically. And if I could get that to happen, I would host either a server or a Pixelmon server. Okay, while that's doing its thing, I need ice. Oh yeah, farms give a crazy amount of XP. That's awesome. Turns into a dystopia. Oh, war servers are fun. Never really done that one. I don't think I would be good at PvP in Minecraft. I'm generally not good at PvP in any game. I think I only saved once. Yep, that soda definitely tastes better with ice. Okay, there's save 1. Drop and save 2. You remember when Zombie Pigman took you and your friend's armor? You got it back while he was AFK by picking up the potions off the ground. Whatever weapon you could find in the ground in the nether. Dang. What is my opinion on water? 3 out of 10. It lacks flavor and sustenance. But, I mean, overall, kind of okay. I hate flavored water with a passion. Mainly because it usually tries to be sweet, but fails. If we're going with like brands of water bottles, I have to say that Arrowhead is like the best bottled water you can buy. Dasani is not water, it's bottled lies. And I don't really have an opinion on G Fuel. I've never worked with them. I've never purchased from them. I've never tried their drinks. So I couldn't really say for G Fuel. But what I can say is I am an affiliate with Rogue Energy Drinks, and I've actually really enjoyed their products. I used to drink them quite heavily. Gonna be gearing up for an order here pretty soon. So they were sold out of pink lemonade for the longest time, and now they got some tubs back in, so I have to re-up my stock. But yeah, Rogue Energy Drinks I enjoy. If G Fuel is like Rogue, then I would say it's pretty good. I've heard some things about they tend to have shadier business practices, but again, I haven't worked with them, so I don't have any positive or negative experience to say about them myself. And yes, Wookie, I am starting to feel a little bit better. I wake up not feeling as drained, which is a bonus. For the most part, the medicine's keeping my cough at bay. Like, I'm still coughing a little bit, but it's mostly because I'm running my mouth for like the last few hours. But amoxicillin is definitely helping get over the crud that I have. I no longer have a screaming headache, so that's a bonus. Don't have that head fog, that cloudy brain. Have a little bit more energy. Today at work was pretty good for that. I would actually recommend Rogue Energy Drink to everyone. There's a lot of flavors. I never found any sugar in any of them, and most importantly, I never tasted the artificial sugar sweetener. Give me 1 second there, Mr. Twirtles. I will be right back with you. Because I feel like this is actually a pretty good reference here. Oh, come on. Channel. Playlists. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right. Mr. Twirtles. Oh, apparently I didn't do that right. Hopefully this link shows up for you. This one is like my most honest opinion about Rogue Energy Drink. I actually, because I am an affiliate with them, have them in my Trials and Partnership playlist. I got reviews on most of their products that I mean, I had to pay for them to buy, but very much worth it in my opinion. Myself, I thoroughly enjoyed every single one of them that I tried. And again, they didn't have that nasty artificial flavoring. Intense visual. Pokemon on GBA, pretty classy, but I raised you one better. It is actually Pokemon GBA on the GBA player on a GameCube. So like 2 times as classy, at least. I dare say 5 times as classy. Also, welcome to the stream, by the way. Love of Besto, my Besto friend, welcome. Can you try to riz me up? You definitely can. I'll stand for that. Sapphire version, what's wrong with me? It's either Ruby or Emerald. Respectfully, your opinion is not valid on this channel. No, I get it. The Emerald is superior, but Emerald can't be shiny hunting this Jirachi, unfortunately. Ruby, on the other hand, man, I like Kyogre better. I like Team Aqua better than Team Magma. I enjoy choosing Swampert, having no advantage due to using water types and Poochyena for Team Aqua and getting destroyed by Sceptile by May. Love it. To me, Pokemon Sapphire is always the version of choice unless I'm playing Emerald. But I get it. I get why a person could enjoy Ruby. But it's like red, and historically I play the blue version for pretty much any generation. Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Silver, Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon Violet, Pokemon Moon, Pokemon X, all blue. Starkiller does agree, though, says Ruby is the best. Sapphire also was the first game that I popped in for Generation 3, so I am kind of biased, I do gotta say. Mr. Twirtles, what about Discord? Roses are red. Violets are blue. Guess what my bed has room for two? That's great. That's great. I love it. Ruby all day. Groudon looks better than Kyogre in Scarlet or Violet. I don't know. There's something about Groudon that I just can't get behind. It looks too derpy, in my opinion. It has a very clear blank, vacant expression that I've never really been a fan of. The link to the product, because it won't let you click on the link. Ah, yes, yes. Mr. Twirtles, send me a request, or send me a message on Discord, and I will send a link. Of course, this isn't the one that I recommend primarily, but my personal favorite is the peach mango for hydration. The raspberry peach. I apologize. I do not like cherry flavoring at all, but the cherry limeade was one that I enjoyed all the same. So I thought that one was really noteworthy as far as if they can make a flavor that I typically don't like desirable, then they're doing something right. But I enjoyed the mango pineapple, their raspberry, their strawberry lemonade, all enjoyed. There's Wookie, there's Mr. Twirtles. Oh yeah, I never would have found you. Boom, there you go. There's a link to my personal review of them. I do also have a number of chats to catch up on as well, so I apologize for that. All right. Brass read above. I think we got that one taken care of. Discord. You normally play the blue versions of the Pokemon games, but Groudon is basically a lava dino. You can't go wrong with that. But, like, Kyogre is a killer whale. Dolphin hybrid. Like, how can you not love the killer whale? Granted, I do like Groudon's shiny better than Kyogre's, so we got him there. I did not pick Leaf Green over Fire Red Intense Visual. Ironically enough, I am a Fire Red person. I think it's because Leaf Green is green and not blue. We can all love Pokemon game equally except for Arceus. Clearly that one deserves to be among the top. Like, that one is the best. Now you're thinking about it, you always pick the grass type starter and don't know why, but you love all the grass starters. I mean, hey. We all have our preferences. I generally pick the water starter or the fire starter. There's only one time where my first playthrough of the game, I've voluntarily picked a grass starter. Not for Pokedex completion purposes, and that is Scarlet and Violet. Let's see, my choices are 50-50 Charmander, Bulbasaur, but we will, for the sake of argument, say... No, sorry. 50-50 Gen 1, Squirtle, Charmander. For argument's sake, we'll say Charmander gets picked more than Squirtle for myself. Gen 2, Totodile. hands down, all the way, always going to be Totodile. I love Cyndaquil beyond belief, but Totodile is my boy. Gen 3, Mudkip is my ride or die. Always choose Mudkip. Really, really, really love Blaziken, but Mudkip's gotta be my choice. Gen 4, Chimchar. Gotta choose Chimchar because I didn't really play Platinum the most, and I feel like I'm in a loop here of just doing the same encounter over and over again. Chimchar is like the only good fire type you get in Gen 4 on a normal playthrough, unless you're playing Platinum. Gotta choose Chimchar. Gen 5, it's a 50-50 swap. Typically I choose Oshawott, but anymore I love Emboar as a final evolution, so Tepig has definitely grown on me. I enjoy Tepig, but Oshawott's the one that I choose more often than not. Gen 6, gotta go with Froakie. Gen 7, I usually choose Litten. Don't know why. Litten's just what I go for. Gen 8, I love Grookey, but I gotta pick Scorbunny. Scorbunny's what I gotta do. And then Gen 9 is Sprigatito. All the way. Intense visual, it is 3:33 for you. You're probably down southeast side. I am actually in the mountains of the west. I am on Mountain Standard Time. You chose Firestarter in Scarlet and Violet because you like the design. I thought Fuecoco was pretty cool. But I had to choose a grass starter for the first time ever. What would your reaction be if you saw Babycoin playing Roblox? I would unplug the very device he was playing on. He will never be allowed to play Roblox. Ever. Intense Visual always picked fire because they knew they had to burn all the Pokemons down. Why is there no mango Pokemon? This is the real questions, love of Besto. Why is there no mango Pokemon? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Fire Red all the way. Yeah, Fire Red is so much better than Leaf Green. Also, I'm pretty sure I already checked this one, but we'll double check it. Boom. Yes, Sassy. Also, why does Ogerpon have a gender but can't breed? Why does Latios and Latios have a gender but can't breed, especially with each other? That makes no sense, although they are brother and sister. So, taking that with a grain of salt, there's reasons, but there's multiple Latios and Latios, plural. So, they could figure it out, I'm sure. Anyone else spend hours trying to decipher the unknown's message in the islands with the alphabet as a kid? Absolutely, absolutely. What's even better is in Gen 3, deciphering the Braille before the internet intervened. That was epic. That was a challenge. Riz sound effect. Love of Besto loves Leaf Green. That's okay. That's okay. Leaf Green is, in fact, a Pokemon game. It's pretty good. Poison Purple is the best game, honestly. I think you might be onto something there. As a self-declared Poison-type gym leader, as my gym, I also really need to redo that video. It was done so long ago before I had skill. I need to redo my what gym leader would I be. But the answer to the question is I would be a poison type gym leader. And I personally think that our gym leaders, our gyms, instead of having a stupid puzzle we have to solve before we can fight them, should be given an advantage. They should be given a home field advantage. Like, you're fighting Blaine in the middle of a freaking volcano. Fire type's going to have more effect. Water type is not going to be as effective because it's evaporating faster than I can make it. Like, hello, the anime knew what it was doing with these battles. I think our gym leader battles in the games should have area of effect environmental conditions to them. And if I was to be a poison type gym leader, I would make absolutely certain that my gym was filled with poisonous gas and all of my trainers had to wear gas masks. And if you didn't go through the gym fast enough, your Pokemon would be poisoned. You're supposed to be working on an animation right now, but you refuse to get this 300 frame animation done. Is this for business or for fun, love of Besto? If either be fighting dragon or water, I'd either be fighting. Oh, okay, you'd either be fighting dragon or water. Good choices, good choices. If you're a gym leader, you'd be a fairy type gym leader or bug. Also great choices. I could vibe with that. Unikitty says, speaking of gyms, what team are you in Pokemon Go? Mystic. Team Blue, of course. Because it's blue. Ryan Fuentes. I feel like I've seen your name before. And I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen your name. You know, somebody's probably asked, but don't you gotta start a new game? Or what's different here? How are you just soft resetting? Fabulous question, Ryan. Fabulous question indeed. So, we are taking advantage of a manipulation inside the game. So, normally you would be right. 7-minute encounters, you have to start a new game. But what we are doing, Ryan, is corrupting our save file. So right now I have a Jirachi, and it is not shiny. So we're resetting the game. Now, if you press up, select, and B, you enter the save data deletion screen. If you hit yes, it starts by deleting save slot B. And that is the save slot that Jirachi saves to. So we're deleting save slot B, but before I can delete A, I'm resetting the console. So A for yes, clearing data, please wait, and I reset. Kind of similar to how you could clone Pokemon in Generations 1 and 2 by depositing a Pokemon in a box and then changing the box and saving, and then turning off and on your console while saving, and that would duplicate your Pokemon for you. We're doing essentially the same thing here with corrupting save data. So now, because my data was corrupted, I had to load the backup save file, which was before I got a Jirachi. So now I'm loading into it again. What I'm going to do is save to advance my shiny seed. That's what this is doing, because Jirachi doesn't care about what frame you're on necessarily, but what frame you're on when you save generates a seed that the disk will read. Now I'm going to save again to make a new main save file that Jirachi bonus disk will read from, but also kicking that save I just dropped to the backup save. So That's how we're able to get multiple Jirachis per save file. We're corrupting it, restoring to a point before we got the Jirachi, dropping a save to create a new backup file, and then overriding the backup file with a new Jirachi. Pretty technical. This one is definitely one that can get screwed up really easily and cause us to have a 10-minute reset if we're not careful. But if we do it right, we can get it in about a minute and a half. Mr. Twirtles would be fire, dragon, or ice. All great choices there. Sounds like a liability. Yeah, being a poison type trainer and poisoning everybody that enters your gym probably is a liability. The trainer, of course, will be given a gas mask. YouTube, so technically both. Okay, very nice, very nice. Wookie, I said daughter. Yeah, sure, I'll go stomp your daughter. That was a great quote. Yes, another Team Mystic. You don't know why, but some people hate Team Mystic. Yeah, I don't know why either. Like, what are they gonna do? Team Yellow? Valor? Nah. Star Killer would be Ghost or Dragon. I can respect that. Ghost would be probably my second typing. Actually, it'd be my third. Probably. If I wasn't Poison, I'd do Fairy. You swapped from Instinct to Valor because Valor has the most gems. Okay. YouTube animating is not fun unless you enjoy spending 2 to 3 hours on 200 to 300 frame animation. Love of Besto, let me tell you. On my channel, if you remember when this stream is done, check out a video I did for Koga's Smash reveal. I understand the pain that you are going through with 300 frames of animation. I did probably about, I think it was 8,000. It took me and 3 other people to do. Or maybe it was 800. I can't remember. But we took King K. Rool's original Smash Bros. Debut video. And then I took some clips from a bunch of different Zelda memories and made a Smash Brothers reveal for Master Koga. It was actually pretty good. It was great. But it took a lot of time editing. You do enjoy this, but it late at night and can't fall asleep. Yeah, insomnia. And just not being able to wind down properly for the night sucks sometimes. 5 more subs, we can do it. 5 more and we get 19,890. 15 more subs and we hit the 19.9K. That's pretty exciting. You think you've heard about save slot A and save slot B before? Something about backing up before? Yeah, that's save slot A, save slot B. Main and backup. So just exploiting the functions of the game to get faster resets is all we're doing there. Yeah, my pleasure. I love explaining it to people, especially because it helps people understand why this is such an epic hunt and why it's so technical. And I know I've already checked this Jirachi, but always better to double check and not have it be shiny than not check and wonder forever if it was. You're doing Darkrai in Platinum right now? Oh, that's brutal. Those are some big big odd numbers. That is some full odds shiny hunting right there. 8,000 and some odd. How do you shiny hunt Jirachi on Pokemon Go? Because you heard people were doing that. Wookie, it was an event. It was an event that you could buy a ticket for that would guarantee you a shiny Jirachi. Unfortunately, it's no longer available for purchase. You know you shouldn't animate because it's sloppy when you're tired? Yep, get that. Love fruit? Is that an animator? Never heard of it. I did only say once. Wookie Spooky, why is your eye burning? Mr. Twirtles, I didn't even see what you sent, so all good. Man, we're still hanging out at 9 likes. Come on, guys. There's like 26 people viewing in the chat right now, scrolling through the YouTube shorts. Slap that like button. Tell YouTube more people need to see this stream. More people need to come hang out with us and chat with us and build and grow the Brascoin community. It would be greatly appreciated. Up in the upper right-hand corner there, 3 dots, press those, and then a like button will happen like right here. Maybe a little bit lower on your screen. Smash that like button. Be greatly appreciated. Also, you could just press and hold on your screen right here. Same secret menu will pop up with the like button down there. Click it. Be greatly appreciated. Get some likes flowing and tell YouTube to recommend the channel. Recommend the stream. Let more people see the gloriousness that is Jirachi. Don't know, but it's stinging and itching at the same time. Maybe you got salt in it. I feel like I already counted that one. Hey, Marley, welcome to the chat. I presently have 2 kids of my own, not exactly looking to adopt at the moment. Unless you're going to change my diaper when I'm 85, in which case we'll consider it. But for real, what's happening though? Right now, we are shiny hunting some Jirachi, doing good things. You get 1 Jirachi per save file. Normally it's a 7-minute encounter. Due to abusing the heck out of the way the games process information, we're cutting that 7-minute encounter into 2-minute encounters. Trying to get that shiny boy. Jirachi has some very, very weird odds. In fact, it's the only one that has odds like this. We have my GameCube acting as my Game Boy Advance, so we can stream the game on original factory hardware. We got Pokemon Sapphire down below. This GBA link cable is hooked up to my Nintendo Wii, which is acting as my GameCube. Somehow I managed to turn off my GameCube altogether. That was cool. So we're using the Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc Jirachi to send over a Jirachi to my Pokemon Sapphire, and then we check to see if it's shiny. If it's not, we corrupt the save file on purpose. So we're gonna check, see if it's shiny. It is not. So we reset, and now we're going to corrupt the save file. And And now the save file is corrupted. You do that by deleting the save file, then immediately resetting, trips the game out. Delete save file B, leave save file A, all that good stuff. And now it's corrupt and we no longer have a Jirachi. So we drop 2 saves and we try again. Pretty cool hunt. I enjoy it. For your aces, you would use for fire the final evolution of Chimchar. For dragon, Duraludon's Evo. And for ice, Baxcalibur. Great choices all the way around, gotta say. Ryan Fuentes, you would RNG Mew and Deoxys in Emerald version. But you're doing full odds on Darkrai because you don't have your secret ID for Platinum. Fair enough, fair enough. Respectable. Yeah, RNG manipulation is so freaking cool. Like, I just thought it was super cool that we could do that. Also, 10 away from 19.9K. We're growing in leaps and bounds today. We're like at 14 subscribers for the stream. No, 17. 17 subscribers for the duration of the stream. That's pretty huge. I'm pretty sure I saved twice, so we're good to go. Wookie Spooky's gonna go AFK for a bit. We'll see you in a little bit. We need a Pokemon that has a move that turns other Pokemon into a pumpkin. If any were to get that, I would assume it would be Pumpkaboo or Gourgeist. Like that would make sense. That would be a move that a lost child inhabiting a gourd would be able to do. I too love Baxcalibur. It's a great Pokemon. I have love for Baxcalibur. A good old ice dragon. Definitely needed. Your team in Violet was weird. You had 3 big types in it. Bug types, okay. Besto, that definitely sounds like my team from Pokemon Black and White. So many great bug types on that game. We got Pokemon Sword and Shield. No Pew Pew. We have Palworld now. Yeah, we do have Pokemon Pew Pew. It is here at long last. Palworld saw an opportunity and they took it. Ooh, Marley with a team of 6 Lechonks. That is a goated team right there. Lestaban, welcome. Thanks for clicking that sub button. If you're here in the live stream, drop us a chat, say hi. We don't bite hard, just a little bit. We keep us well fed around here. No need to bite, gnash, and mash our teeth. This is on your list of shiny hunts, but all the hardware is so expensive. It is. It is ridiculously expensive. This is like a $500 hunt. Smoker bites hard. Keep your distance from Smoker. That might be quite painful. I don't bite that hard. And we only need hot and cold, and we have every Pokemon game we need. And then there's Pokemon room temp or what? Besto doesn't bite, but they might stab. Sounds like Himiko. You're super picky about OT, so you can't remember if there are only 7 or 9 shiny Wishmakers. Ryan, there are 9 possible shiny Wishmakers. Ooh, Marley, why not use emulators? Would that make it any cheaper? It would, in fact, make it cheaper. However, using emulators would defeat the purpose. Like, if I was going to use an emulator myself, there is absolutely no reason not to just download one of the files from projectpokemon.org and give it to my game directly. That is the equivalent of legitimacy between an emulator and a real physical copy. Like, because of the way Jirachi is, there is quite literally no difference between the real thing and a file you can get from one of the sysbots. Because the Pokemon comes as a file into the game itself anyways, I mean, there's really no feasible, no visible, no perceivable difference between the real thing and a file anyways. So if I was doing it on not legit hardware, I would just give myself the file and save myself hours of time. I'm doing it on factory hardware to say that I did the hunt. I don't know how other people will perceive it, but that's my personal take on the issue. No, he bite. I bite? I don't bite. Mate, do I? I don't think I've bit anybody recently. Besto got my reference. You would be so much cuter if you just bleed a little more. Oh, that's great. Your mom said you either got something in your eye or pink eye. Why not both? Yeah, Umarli, it makes sense for the flex. I mean, if you want to say you've done the hunt and that is the only way to do the hunt for you, then by all means do it. The time is going to be there regardless. The difficulty is going to be there regardless. But I'm after as legitimate of a shiny as I can possibly get for all of these. So, gotta be original factory hardware or bust. Recently. You need to learn how to use PK Hex so you don't have to request a file when you want to mon. Yep. It would greatly help knowing how to operate those sufficiently and effectively. How is this a thing? I don't know, but we're gonna save twice just to make sure I don't screw myself up. I'm pretty sure I already saved, but I'm questioning my decisions. If it was with your OT and can be unique, not one of 9, you would cough up 500. I think you just wait and hope for a future game. Yep, or get the Pokemon Go quest when it comes out, because it'll be done again. Videos number 2. This is Totes Magoats Roblox. No, this is Patrick. Where do these heroes draw the line if they killed Jean? Did they not believe Jean was a person? I would love to ask them, said Dobby. You're so against Pokemon Go, Pokemon. Ryan, I forget the phrase, but you and I are so alike. I think it's a man after my own heart. Is that the phrase? I personally will only use a Pokemon Go shiny in my shiny living dex if there is absolutely no other way for me to get that shiny. I have some PK Hex generated Pokemon in my game. I have some DNS server manipulation Genesect in my game. I count both of those as more legit than a shiny from Pokemon Go. But in all actuality, like, in my personal opinion, a shiny Genesect received on a Japanese copy of Pokemon Black using the DNS server manipulations with the correct date on the 3DS is 100% legitimate, in my opinion. Besto, I'm loving the My Hero Academia quotes. I recently finished, and like when I say recently, I mean like last week, finished every My Hero Academia episode that's available right now and cannot wait for the next and final season to come out. And or movie. It is a shame though that it will be ending. O'Marley's too lazy for Pokemon Go and not walking anywhere. Enter my videos for Pokemon Go spoofing. I recently partnered with iMyPhone Any2 for a collaboration video showcasing their Any2 program. I've actually been using their program for quite a while, so that was actually really cool that they reached out and said, hey, do you want to do a Pokemon Go video featuring this? I'm like, absolutely, I do. I would love to. So that was fun. I spoof my location in Pokemon Go. Who Marley, I will do my best to not issue any spoilers. Mr. Turtles is also learning Blender. Yep. For a thing at work because you're not familiar with a specific software, though you do have experience with other CAD software. So, like, are you using that to build houses as a CAD program? Or are you, like, I mean, because Blender's really versatile, but it doesn't do measurements. So, like, are you doing 3D modeling with it for what kind of stuff? The odds in Pokemon Go, 1 out of every 100. With events, yes. Non-events, it should be similar to Masuda method, if I remember correctly. You feel the same way? You just did it on your Soul Silver and Platinum for the legit distributed items, and that's how you're doing Darkrai. Okay, okay. Out of curiosity, does that work after the 3DS servers shut down? Because I did mine like last week before they shut down. Are the Genesects from my video legit or are they genned? They are definitely generated. As described in the video itself. There was zero trickery going on in the video. They are advertised as generated. I'm not sure what you should use it for, Wookie. It's for a 3D print that you need, and for some reason it has to be done on Blender because of some policy change. I enjoy Blender. I did a pretty cool video intro for my Hyro Monkey channel using Blender. It was a real pain to learn. You're gonna have to buy a Game Boy now. What you buying a Game Boy for, Umarli? You really need to learn how to 3D model because there are some characters that you can't find models for online to 3D print. I concur there, Wookie. I, tomorrow at some point, will be looking for a Goldango 3D model, a Meowth 3D model, and a Wobbuffet 3D model. I figured out if I want to do my animations for the channel for subscribing and becoming a member, it's going to be easier to 3D model it myself. Nostalgia is a huge motivator there, Umarli. Can't fault you there. Oh, we've also been streaming for like 2 hours, I just realized. So I think I might have just screwed up. We'll find out. Okay, I need to update hours to 72. The save file has been deleted. Gosh dang it. I took too long. That's what happens when you get slightly distracted. But like, I'm going to keep the stream going because we're kind of vibing and it's been a good stream so far, so we'll keep it rolling. Wookie, I've only been live for about 2 hours and 17 minutes. You did a Pomegberry glitch with the C-Dot in Emerald for a Mew and Deoxys. In your eyes, it's all legit because there's no Game Shark included. All with one copy of Emerald and one DS, nothing external. Not only that, Ryan, but doesn't that glitch only get you to their location? So, like, the Pokemon you encounter is going to be the Pokemon that you would have gotten with the actual item anyways. Because, like, Mew and Deoxys were programmed in the game. They are in there. The only thing the item does is allow you to get to their map location. And for Darkrai, all you have to do is use the walk through walls glitch and walk across the water and find its map on the overworld. I did that back in like 2009 with a Game Shark. Oh, action replay, but whatever, you know what I meant. Yeah, I used walk through walls, and on my copy of Diamond and Pearl, I walked across the black space straight to Darkrai from Cresselia's island and got it that way. Though for the 6 years you've been in this exact position at work, they were fine with us using different software, but you think they want some unison or something, so they don't have to ask what software. Yeah, that's usually the that's usually the mother of all change, is conformity. Yeah, totally tradable up. Character limits are really lame on any chat. You're usually just short a few characters. Tweening is one of the most used forms of animating. I do not know what that means. You write code with the boxes and you just unlock the items to get the item. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. And that's kind of like the 8F Mew glitch, right? You go into the system's back memory and change stuff. Besto, like, the villains can't win in My Hero Academia because, like, Deku's telling a story from the future. So, like, we already know he wins. You like just gave yourself distributed items to get to the islands and played it as intended? Yeah, that's the way to do it. DMT Trippin', welcome back to the stream. Definitely not going to trick me on something I already didn't fall for once. We vibin'. You didn't go to the void, you just got the mystery gift item. Fair enough. Love you too, DMT Trippin'. How are you tonight? You won't spoil the manga, but one thing you'll say is don't get attached to the villains. Naturally. I mean, being perfectly honest, between Deku going like vigilante, like in some regards, and Bakugo's personality, either they're gonna kill him or Shigaraki's gonna kill him. Like, I think we see over the course of the change of the heroes and the society that heroes aren't required to not kill by the time this is gonna be done. Just trolling. I feel you there. Can't sleep. I mean, I could go to sleep if I wanted to. I'm usually so dead tired by the end of the night that falling asleep usually isn't a problem. It's staying asleep and getting restful sleep that's my problem. You, Marley, actually got the thing for Darkrai from GameStop? That's legit. Tinkaton, welcome. Love the name. One of my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon right there. Next time there's a raid event in Pokemon SV, can I do live raids with you? Potentially, especially if it's actually a good raid. And that's been my problem with not doing a lot of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet content, is the raids haven't been great. Like, they killed any reason to do raids. Unless they start making legendary Pokemon shiny huntable in the raids, like, there's no reason to do the raids. I don't need a Blastoise with a special mark on it that I'm never going to be able to transfer into another game that has that same mark ever again anyways. Like, the raids are not rewarding in their own right. Some of the raids are fun, though, I do have to admit. That makes sense, Besto. That makes sense. Really need to play more SV. One day we will return to streaming SV. It will be a long ways away, though. Ryan, I do plan on doing a shiny Manaphy hunt. Absolutely, I do. In fact, where is it? I just got my second 3DS back. Got a cool video capture card installed in it right there. So I can actually stream generations 1 through 7 for you guys. And I have both of my 3DSs modded. The black one has a capture card installed in it. My red one does not. It's a factory one. But they're both modded. I took all of the games off of my red DS and put them on my black 3DS. So I will be able to stream those games for you guys. And part of that is Manaphy is actually my next hunt to do. I used a copy of Pokemon Ranger and my modded 3DS to generate 4 Pokemon Ranger eggs and trade them on over to a few of my copies of Diamond and Pearl. And I got 2 copies of Platinum, 2 copies of Diamond, 2 copies of Pearl, and a copy of gold and silver. So I got 8 copies to work with, so I can pretty effectively stream hunting on 8 cartridges in one stream. Scarlet R, welcome to the chat. How are you this evening? We're just geeking out over shiny hunts that will be done in the future. Besto is watching this while holding their Sylveon plush. That's the best way to watch this stream. Like, I fully support that. It would be better if it had a Mudkip plush, but like Sylveon's pretty awesome. What's my opinion on the GTA franchise? I do not have a great opinion of GTA. I do not like GTA at all. And that has nothing to do with a moral background or anything like that. That has everything to do with my childhood. Umarli, I freaking love Mudkip. Mudkip's like my favorite Pokemon. The entire Mudkip line is my favorite Pokemon. Hands down. Mr. Twirtles, when I was growing up, my brother got into a motorcycle accident, and I've mentioned on the stream before that he was 5 years older than me. So, I mean, he hit puberty well before I did, had a lot more muscle mass, was a lot bigger than me, and constantly picked on me quite extensively. Due to his motorcycle accident, that caused flashing lights to make him black out, but not in a pass out kind of way, more of a I have no idea what I'm doing, and it would send him into a rage. So like he would have like a blackout seizure where he would just be rage incarnate, and I was often the brunt of that rage. And it took us forever to figure out that it was Grand Theft Auto and the flashing police lights that were triggering this reaction. And so I just, by association, Grand Theft Auto and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, don't like. Hot Pursuit's a fun game, but just by association, I do not like those franchises. So, a little bit biased there. Can't say that they're bad games, but I don't like them. Eevee is just in my background watching menacingly. Yes, it is. Absolutely it is. All right. I think I got a save. Scarlet, I am playing Pokemon Sapphire. Wookie Spooky, I am an Umbreon guy all the way until they make a Poison or Ghost evolution. I love Umbreon. Yeah, Mr. Turtles, it wasn't fun, but we got it sorted out. He's good now. Toya, welcome. How are you this evening? Toga or Mina the Acid Girl? I gotta say, I'm rooting for Toga on that fight. Like, I see no reason why Acid Girl would win over Toga. Spookyon would be fire. It would be Ghost. That's actually super sick. To have 8 to work with. I know you traded over and over to unlock the shiny, but since you said you have 4 eggs, does that mean you're going to have 32 eggs to hatch at one time? No, Ryan. Just 4 eggs trading from cartridge to cartridge. The most that you can hatch on one cartridge at a time is 4, because you'll also need to trade over a Slugma, because you can't trade 5 eggs, so it just makes sense to trade a Slugma over for faster hatching time. So what you do is you get your starter, you catch 5 Pokemon, you trade 4 eggs and a Slugma over, because when you enter the trade, you can't trade 5 eggs. You have to have at least 2 Pokemon physically that are able to battle. So you can't have basically it makes it so that you can't trade away your starter and be left with no active Pokemon that can battle. So you can only do 4 eggs at a time, and you just trade them from cartridge to cartridge to cartridge in a loop. Final Fantasy VIII on PS1, favorite game ever. I hear people say that one a lot. Fully support that. Final Fantasy is a great game. Bringing in those subs, guys. We are 6 away from 19.9K. Thanks a lot for being here, for chatting, for subbing. We love to see it. Toya, we can definitely be friends. And I am live because it's a lot better than being unalive. Toya Shippy just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. I feel like I already checked this one, but we're gonna double check and make sure. 106 more, 105 more now, villager. On the road to Viridian City. And Viridian City is 20K subscribers. We gonna stream until it's morning. It is basically morning. If I didn't have to wake up and make sure my kid stays alive tomorrow, I would probably pull an all-nighter at this point, just because the stream's been such a vibe. But eventually I do have to go to bed. That will likely be in 28 minutes, but we'll see. I do have to sleep eventually, because my kid doesn't care what time I go to bed. He will be up at 7 in the morning. That's just how he rolls. Scarlet has an Eevee plush too. I have like 3 Eevee plushes. We have my Eevee right there, my wife's Eevee, and then like somewhere down over here we have a baby Eevee. Gonna need to get another baby Eevee since we're having a second kid. Yeah, Ryan. So the cartridges don't make more eggs for hunting. What they do is make it so that I have 8 save files that I can trade to, hatch the eggs, trade, hatch the eggs, trade, hatch the eggs, so that we can keep the stream rolling, because it takes 30 minutes to reset. Well, if you're focused, it takes 22. It takes about 22 minutes to reset the save to where you can trade again and hatch the eggs. So if I was just bouncing back and forth between 2 cartridges, it would be 10 minutes of hatching eggs, 30 minutes of playing the game, trading, 10 minutes of hatching the eggs, 30 minutes of playing the game. And I don't want to do that. So if I have like 8 cartridges to bounce back and forth between, I feel like it'll be a little bit better and more entertaining stream, because then we'll have like 70 minutes of catching eggs and then maybe 30 minutes off and on of resetting. 4 more likes until the like goal. Wookie Spooky with the like hype. If you guys are scrolling through the YouTube shorts, new to the streams, hanging out for a minute, viewing, chatting it up, slap that like button, press and hold in the center of your screen right there, and then hit the like button, which will be like right down there. Be greatly helpful spreading the stream around. Hey, what, Toya? Are you gonna have Baby Coin pick a starter? I sure am, Wookie. I need to purchase all starters for him to have the best selection that we possibly can. Sleep, finish your test, pass out, eat on your seat. Yeah, do it. When you was in middle school and high school, since you live in a state where everything is bigger, it would have a star test, aka state testing. You'd basically pull an all-nighter to get an hour of sleep. Yep. It's the only real way to do those ISATs or star testing. Mr. Twirtles from Texas. I actually lived in Texas for 2 years, Mr. Twirtles, in the Amarillo, Lubbock, and Abilene areas. That was a good time. Who's my least favorite Pokemon villager? That title goes to none other than Bruxish. 1, because I can't say its name. 2, because it looks like Jinx had a baby with a Phoebus, and I don't like it. Charmander is the only option. So what I'm going to do is, when I do this for Baby Coin, I will give him all 3 starters in a generation and let him choose which is his favorite, and do that for all 9 generations, and then choose the 9 Pokemon that he chose, put them in a line, and see which ones he chooses out of those 9 to get down to his true starter. Make him pick it twice just to see what he really would prefer. I got you now. Yeah, after 8 cartridges you reset instead of back and forth. Yep, absolutely. Makes for a more interesting stream, getting to hatch 32 eggs instead of 8. I feel like a lot of people overthink tests, and it causes them to do worse. When you go into it like dead tired, you can often not overthink things and just do it at face value and do better. You went to Houston last week for the whole week? Epic. Complete opposite side of the state. It is like 12 hours away from where I was. Texas is insanely huge. It is 8.5 hours top or left to right, and 12 hours top to bottom at its longest points. Why you got so many switches for, Scarlet? I run sysbots here on the channel as well. A benefit for my subscribers. I wanted to give back to you guys, so those that are subscribed, and even those that aren't really, have access to use my trade bots. Trade out Pokemon. Pretty much get any Pokemon you want that's available on the Switch from them. They're not for everybody, of course. Like, some people don't like having generated Pokemon in their game. That's okay. Don't use them. But if you don't mind and want to have any Pokemon you want, you're welcome to use the trade bots for the giveaways that I do. So that's what they're there for. Ooh, Marley is the Ohio gang. Nice. Blastoise is your fave of all time, but make him choose Swampert because he is OP. There is a good chance that he would gravitate towards Swampert or Torchic, or Mudkip or Torchic. I think he will end up choosing Torchic, quite honestly. Because Torchic is the most yellow and orange Pokemon, and I seem to see him grab more yellow and orange things than anything else. Villager does not live in the US. Big Q, you're gonna move because you love where you live, but tomorrow your uncle Aiden. What? That's a sentence right there. I don't know what the sentence means, but it's definitely a sentence. Marley, it is sys as in system, SYSBOT. And it sorry. It is a Nintendo Switch that is being controlled by a computer program. Over the Wi-Fi, the computer sends a Pokemon file to the Switch. The Switch generates it as if it was caught in that game and trades it out to another user. It'll use Discord to send the user a trade code that only they know. And so you can connect with the bot and perform a trade function. So, pretty cool. When you see all of the YouTubers with videos saying, hey, get this Pokemon in this game, that's how they're doing it. It's an automated bot that's trading out these Pokemon to you. Ooh, we got the 19.899 subscribers. One more for that 19.9. We are moving and schmoving and growing. Besto, we do not have a dragon bug type because Game Freak hates Flygon. And us. But mostly us, really. You remember driving for a while and being like, dang, we're still in Texas. Yes. Fun fact, though, Texas is not the biggest state, for those that did not know. How many switches do I have? I have 18 switches in my house. There are 15 switches running the trade bots. My wife has her Switch, and I have 2 OLED switches that can't be used for modding. Eric just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the Brass Coin Collection, as it has been come to have been called. Glad to have you aboard. Is there a Discord link you would like to acquire some stuff? Yes, there should be a Discord link in the description. I don't know if it works, but if you go to my channel proper and hit the About, there will most definitely be a link to Discord in my About section. Ryan, Alaska is indeed the biggest state. And we were at 19.9K, but as it tends to do, that number fluctuates, goes up and down, because people like to watch my happiness fade or something, I guess. I don't know. You did swing by Bucky's. Epic. The link is expired. Well, that's no bueno. Wookie Spooky, you have a great night, morning, and day today. Ooh, Marley, I don't think it'll let you click it, but if you copy the code, it will take you where you need to go. But while we're out and about, let's just grab that there. Go to channel. Customize. With iOS, if you screenshot, you can copy the link from the screenshot. Whoa, that's pretty dope. I have an iOS device and I didn't know that. No Zether. Shiny Hunt's doing well. How are you doing? We're vibing, having a great time here. Basic info maybe. Yes, Patreon, Discord. Oh yeah, that I apologize. Yeah, that Discord link is broken because I am not that level of channel right now. Okay, that's been fixed. Link works now. Music often leads children to have better grades in school. Yes, it do. Ooh, rising above the 19.900 to 901. Epic. Scarlet R, you have a fantastic morning, evening, and night today. You're shiny hunting for a Bulbasaur on Fire Red. How many encounters deep are you? You don't have patience to shiny hunt. You wish you did, though. I think everybody has patience for shiny hunting in some capacity. It's just a matter of putting it into bite-sized chunks. Granted, shiny hunting a Bulbasaur is, especially in 3rd generation and anything prior to 6th generation, really, is really difficult and really hard to do because you're stuck in one spot doing just that for so long. Like, there is no other way. There's no way out. Static encounters, a little bit easier to hunt because you can go and come back to most of them. So it leaves a little bit of room for variety. But yeah, just Professor Oak's lab locking yourself until you get a shiny. That one is a hard one to do mentally. Like, it takes a lot of fortitude to keep at it. Especially seems how with Generation 3, you can often go like 24,000 soft resets before finding the shiny. It is not for the faint of heart. You haven't counted for real, but it's been a few hours. I think shiny hunting takes so much longer if I don't count. I have to. You played Pokemon many times before and forced yourself to only use gender Pokemon? Like Pokemon of a specific gender, or like Pokemon that have a gender? Oh my gosh, come on. Reset, Brascoin, reset. Who's my favorite Pokemon besides Swampert? Scolipede. You found Chimecho on the first try in Emerald. Villager, was that a shiny or just Chimecho in general? Oh, I messed up my save file. That's what's going on. Okay. Well, this will be the last encounter for the night, guys. It is going to take 10 minutes to do. If you haven't already subbed up, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't lose us for future endeavors. Slap that bell notification so you can be notified when we go live next, which will be at some point tomorrow, probably around 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or closer to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. One of those two times, or both. I don't know. We'll see what I get up to tomorrow. So we are going to start from a new save file because I messed up my saves. Played Pokemon too many types. It's a fan. Oh, okay, I gotcha. No. Do I say your name? No Zether? Alright, we got 9 minutes to get this encounter busted out. Have I gotten shiny Zygarde? No. It is a stream that I started a while back, but this Jirachi hunt took over because I'm scared for the future of Bank. I don't know what it's going to do, but I still have yet to hunt it. Like, I have hunted it, but I haven't found it yet. I will return to it eventually, but it is so hard to find a working run and actually beat Zygarde. Like, I'm sure I've encountered a shiny Zygarde before, but because we don't know it's shiny until we catch it, I haven't caught it. Pokemon Z coming out soon, 2025. Probably about a year from now. However I want to, Zether. I'm going to say no Zether because that makes kind of sense to me, my brain, at 3 in the morning. You beat like 50 and none. You feel it. Always like the ones you failed could have been shiny. Yep. So far, even though this Jirachi shiny hunt has taken 73 hours at this point, and over 1,000 encounters, shiny Shaman was still my hardest, most difficult shiny hunt I've done to date. And I would say that it is my hardest with all of the other ones combined. Still my hardest. I absolutely hated the hunt for Shaman. Ryan, are you doing that Shaman in BDSP or are you doing it in Platinum? I think you're doing Darkrai in Platinum, so it makes sense to do Shaman in Platinum. Yeah, I hunted Shaman on BDSP, and it was the most agonizing experience of my life. I've almost reset over a shiny twice. It's harder to do than one would think. BDSP soft resetting is super dumb. I agree. For me, Shaman just got in my head because people said, oh, well, you don't have to soft reset Shaman. You can do the runaway and re-encounter method. But because I couldn't consistently take the same number of steps in exactly the same amount of time, I did runaway method for like 5,000 encounters. Well, I should say I did soft resetting for about 1,000, did running away for about 5,000, and then did soft resetting for another 3, and I found it. I had Shaman like literally break my brain because I tried RNG manipulating it at one point as well, following Papa Hefe's video guides, and it was just so beyond me, and its frames advance so fast. Like, the odds of you hitting that frame are not 1 in every 4,196 or 4,096. Like, the odds are just so insane in that game. They're regular odds, of course, but just with how fast the frames fly, just knowing what I know about how it was calculated and worked, just made it seem so impossible. Currently in that game, I am hunting a Giratina. Hit Euphoebus hunted for 40 or 34 minutes. Was it feeble? Was it a feeble attempt? Assault Spoon? No, I actually enjoy shiny hunting. I like shiny finding a lot more. The only shiny hunt I haven't liked is Dialga and Shaman, and it's just because Shaman broke my brain. Oh yeah, they're so great at RNG manipulation. They are, in fact, the GOATs. If I don't end up finding this shiny prior to Pokemon Bank shutting down, if it does, I am probably going to use not Papa Hefe. I'm a Blissy's legit Jirachi, shiny Jirachi event, because can. On Pokemon Violet, you have 2 boxes of just wandering encountered shinies. Yep, Scarlet and Violet do that to a person. It is funny to me seeing a lot of people that first Pokemon game was Scarlet and Violet. They got into shiny hunting there, and like they can't fathom why it's taken me 73 hours to get a stupid shiny. Why we're at 1,000 encounters. Like, whoa, dude, you're so over odds. It's like, no, I'm at 1/7 of the odds. I'm at 1/7 of the odds and 73 hours of hunting this thing. This is almost a full work paycheck. Wish I could say I made as much as a work paycheck, but one day maybe. When I make it big. When I get that silver YouTube play button that I'm almost 1/5 of the way to. $97 short subscribers away. Guys, we could hit 20K tomorrow. It is possible. With the growth that we've received today, we could hit it. I was at 19.8K this morning. 19,800 this morning. Villager, you have a great night. Shiny Charm, chains, sandwiches. I mean, you're not complaining, but yeah, they never really knew the pain. They haven't been there, done that. Effed around, found out. The struggle was not there with them. First game was Pokemon Red and didn't find your first shiny to Pokemon Shield. Same. In my first shiny in Pokemon Shield was, I feel like it was an Aegislash, but it very well could have been a Magikarp. I was playing through 2 copies of the game. I'm not sure which shiny I found first. I could potentially go through and look at the dates in which I caught them, but I believe I was also playing Animal Crossing with my wife at the time, so there's a very good possibility I was date skipping as well. So I'm not sure which it is, or if I can even find that specific Magikarp again in my Pokemon home. I just remember I was playing the game. I feel like I found the Aegislash first because I think the Magikarp was I found it in the DLC. So I'm pretty sure I found Shiny Aegislash first. Hello, Toya. Welcome back. Okay. We're going to drop a save. This is your last chance warning for all the viewers that are scrolling through on the YouTube Shorts list here. Stream will be ending as soon as I get this last encounter done. So will be the last one of the stream. Subscribe if you don't want to lose the channel. Click that bell notification so you can be notified when we're live again tomorrow. Probably going to be either 1 or 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So we hope to see you guys then. But let's get us our last encounter for the evening. If I can find... This is ready. Not quite. Almost ready. Also, we may not have hit a like goal on the stream, but I think we hit a subscriber record for the stream. We're currently at 19,904. We started at 19,873. That is 31 subscribers for the stream. I think that is a subscriber count increase record. So you guys are a part of a record-breaking stream today. Now we'll see if we can get the shiny in the 11th hour. I mean, really, this is the 12th hour. What am I talking about? It's the 3rd hour. We're past the 12th hour. I agree, Ryan. However, I still am also on the hate train for BDSP. That does make it better and more tolerable, but we still have, you know, so much wrong with that game. And that is the last encounter. Once again, thank you all so much for chatting with me as I hunted this. It has been a pleasure to get to know all of you guys. We had a lot of new faces pop into the stream. Hope to see you guys at future streams. Remember ya. Not as good with faces, usually pretty good with names, and can remember stuff that we've talked about in the past. So definitely look forward to talking to everybody all again in the next stream. We'll see you guys later.